Put yourselves in the shoes of someone who's about to commit first-degree murder. Right before you pull the trigger, you think about yourself laying on a cold metal table with your hands and legs strapped down, and you hear your victims' families crying in the background as your countdown before your lethal injection begins. Is that going to be enough to stop you from pulling the trigger? Well, we, the citizens of the United States, need to make sure and reinforce that capital punishment or the death penalty stays in legislation in the United States. The purpose of this speech is to tell y'all about the benefits of capital punishment or the death penalty, as well as what people like me and you can do to change the judicial system. Capital punishment has helped the United States rid itself of the harshest and most heinous of criminals known in the world. And also, people need to understand as our country grows that murder rates aren't going to stop, just by themselves. And something new needs to be pushed harder than it originally was. And in this speech, I'm going to talk about how expensive it is to keep a life sentence inmate alive and fed for a year, and how the capital punishment can be used as a solution to these expensive costs. It is estimated that 162,000 inmates are serving life sentences in the United States prison system. So that's 3 meals a day, 486,000 meals a day to people who have already committed such harsh crimes that they're not allowed to spend a day outside of prison. And so the U.S. taxpayers are spending $170,000 a day just to feed one life sentence inmate. So 1 year it costs the United States in tax money $62 million just to feed life sentence inmates. Prison has become a $1 million industry because each inmate cost the United States around $30,000 to $60,000 a year. And over 75% of all inmates that are serving life sentences have been convicted of crimes such as murder, rape, and sexual assault. So I suggest that all violent crime inmates should be put to lethal injection. So all life sentence inmates that have committed serial rape, serial murder, repeated violent crimes, as well as first-degree murder inmates serving life sentences be put to lethal injection. Lethal injection is a 3-step process where the first drug is used as a sedative, as well, and then the second drug is used to paralyze the inmate, and then the third drug is used to stop the cardiac system. The lethal injection takes 10 minutes before the cardiac system fully shuts down and the inmate is no longer alive. It is fiscally necessary for the United States to speed up the process as well as reinforce it. There are 2,721 inmates on death row as of October 1st, 2018, according to the Criminal Justice Project. That's 2,721 inmates that have already been dealt the punishment of the death penalty and are just living off of United States taxpayers' money. Capital punishment would cut down the cost of prisons as well as keep prison populations level and help reboot feelings towards the United States judicial system. I understand that it's a hard solution to put into place because it is dealing with the taking of someone's life, but these life sentence inmates are no longer citizens of the United States once they have committed their crime that was so severe that the United States doesn't want them to be a citizen. And with the death penalty being reinforced, you could live in a world where you can let your kids go outside. You don't have to worry about them being taken, raped, killed, etc. And you might ask why the death penalty isn't, deferring murder rates right now, and that is because in many states they have taken it out of legislation, as well as many judges aren't giving death penalties. They don't want their names to be thrown alongside that. They would rather give somebody a life sentence and make the taxpayers pay for it. Many murders can take someone's life for no reason and be out within 10 years. So this gives no initiative for people to stop killing. once we consider first-degree murder to be worthy of the death penalty, we'll see a drastic change in murder rates in the United States. Yes, prison is a very harsh punishment, but for these inmates to be living for free for the rest of their lives is useless for United States taxpayers to be paying for. So, in conclusion, if we reinforce the death penalty, we will cut on the excessive cost of keeping life sentence prisoners alive and well as keeping our streets safe from repeated offenders who kill, rape, and beat our friends and family. So I please ask you to go out and write to your senators and governors, and I also ask you not to be shy and to speak out on social issues such as this one. Thank you.